Call this meeting of the Water Board to order. Minutes of the previous meeting.
Move
Everybody get a chance to
move we approve as written.
Second.
motion second that we approve the minutes as written. Any additional discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passed. Chris?
I'll just take through a couple things on the financial statements. On the cash flow statement, page 1, which is really page 2. We took in, actually had a very good month, took in $869,430. And we spent $404,354, not including our monthly transfers. Left us with an ending balance of $962,593. Going up on page 4, or page 2.
What?
Page 2. Our revenues were up quite a bit for the month on overall, but our resale was actually pretty close to last year. Metered sales were the biggest bump there. On the expense section, our source supply and pumping line had our tank painting payments. We had actually 2 separate payments and then a payment for tank painting inspection. And all 3 of those fell in there, so that took us over the forecast for the month. But if you look at the year-to-date on that line, we're actually below.
I'm sorry, what line did you say?
Source of supply and pumping.
Yeah.
And then our second line, the water treatment, is a little bit over forecast. We had 2 sludge removal invoices fell in August. And our general line is a little bit over. We had some bond expense for continuing disclosure. That was about $400 that fell in there. Left us some net income for the month, $92,865. And on page 3, contracted services was high, and that's where the tank painting fell. And the inspection as well was in that line. And then our water and sanitation is a little bit higher than forecast, and that's where our sludge removal fell.
What?
Sludge removal. Other than that, everything was pretty close to forecast, or actually below it. And then on page 5, I just want to point out that the bond payments due on 9/1 were made on August 30th. So our redemption fund is down to $1,700. So our next bond payments will be due on March 1st of 2020. Unless there's any questions, that's all I got.
I don't have any questions.
All right, anybody have any questions? Now I'll entertain a motion to accept the financials as presented.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Who made the motion?
Everybody did.
All right, there's a motion and a second that we accept the financials as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Purchase orders.
Okay, you have a list of 8 items on this list. A couple of the higher ones here, underground utilities, and that's new directional boring on Dune Lane. We got that easement back, so we'll get that project started, which has been previously approved. And then the other ones, pits for stock. We're out of pits, meter pits, so we're going to order some of those for stock. The other one, the VFP fire protection system, that's for repairs to our backflow preventers. And other than that, everything else is pretty much routine. Computer pros, we're going to update several of our laptop computers from Windows 7 to Windows 10, only because they are not going to service Windows 7 any longer, so we need to update those computers. The upgrading is a lot cheaper than buying new computers. So, other than that, everything else is things that are normal. Repairs or replacements.
All right, any questions on the purchase orders? Okay, proposed cybersecurity policy and practice.
I sent this to you. This is something that Chris Johnson prepared for our department. It's a draft. I don't know if you had a chance to review it. Something that we should do. We will need to have in place. Before we do any action on this, I thought maybe it'd be better just to have a couple more weeks to review this and think about it and see if there's any additions or corrections you would like to see in there. But also have both our department attorney look at this and our labor attorney, since we're going to have policy set up for the union personnel. And then also our insurance company to see how this is going to fit in with our insurance coverage.
Now, can our project with the city be helpful with this?
Yeah. And one of the things, and once we do that review of our computers, we'll make sure everything is intact with that, and that will be something that our contractors will have to sign off on to make sure they follow this.
So will these be going in tandem with that, or will that be done first?
That'll probably be, well, I'm hoping we'll get this done first because they'll need to sign off on it. So I don't think that other is going to happen to you.
Right, it's supposed to be next spring.
Yeah, okay.
You think we'll get a discount from our insurance because we have this protection now? Is that
Of
right?
course, I don't know. It's something we can talk to them about.
I mean,
But insurance don't usually go down.
yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Try anyway.
Yeah, I
Maybe it
know.
won't go up.
Yeah,
Maybe it won't go up higher.
so.
You want to negotiate a
Computer folks will run
No.
a deep scan on the machines
It's insurance. All
long before they have to,
Oh, yeah.
because they won't transfer a virus.
No. There's, yeah, that's, but what we're talking about here is not only, this is more of our business, our laptops is for our SCADA, not so much our SCADA, but our GIS system for our trucks. So they can just pull up the mapping. They don't have any internet capabilities or anything like that, but it's just the mapping for our trucks. So, yeah, I'm sure there's ways to get scans into that as well, but that will all be taken care of with those, I can suggest. Good.
All right, well, why don't we take this home and review it, bring it up again next meeting?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have some answers
Do
to
we
it.
have any comments or questions?
I had a little question.
Okay.
What does SCADA stand for? Is it written somewhere?
Supervisory Control Acquisition Data Acquisition. Supervisory Computer Acquisition Data.
Okay.
Automation or something like
Yeah,
that.
got it.
Something like that.
Well,
But
I just wondered.
I know. But it's more for our plant operations.
Right.
And that computer is not tied to the computer or the internet.
It's not a,
That
okay.
is not for safety and security reasons.
All right. Whole business? Any response from our land acquisition?
No, she called and just wants to get this all finalized.
So, closing it?
And we're still moving for Friday.
How is the tank payment going on with insurance? Their insurance
Haven't had
paying
any
up?
complaints, but if I get a complaint on overspray or I call them and they take care of it. So
Yeah,
that's
because
pretty much all done.
the last straw. They didn't get the last straw unless they.
No.
And we were waiting for the insurance to pay for
Well,
whatever.
Their insurance company, they don't have insurance company on paint overspray like that because they don't cover it.
Mhm.
It's so expensive. So they handle that on their own.
Okay.
But we have not, any complaints that we've received been turned over to them, and so far I think everything's been taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully it's all finalized with everybody being happy before we give them the last straw.
And eventually we'll get that. I don't know how long it's going to be out, but we'll hold it until we know.
Sounds good.
Okay. You want to review where the Striegel Ditch project is?
That's an NDOT project where they're going to replace a culvert over the street-run ditch on Highway 20. And we're waiting to gain easements from both Jupiter Realtors. They own the old Arnold Tate building, and we're waiting for that. We got Brown's back, and I also need an easement, a temporary easement from Richard's Building Supply just to enter in off the driveway. I called them last week, and I got to get back with them this week. So, but we're still waiting on a couple permits for that. But once that we get the permits in, the project's been bid and awarded to Woodruff's, and they're raring to go just to relocate those two 12-inch water mains out of the wing walls of the structure and get them away from there. And then there's a forest main, the sanitary district's going to pay for that portion of that on their side. And once all the easements are in place, we'll move forward to get that job done so the state NDOT can move forward with their structure replacement.
All right. Okay. Any other old business? New business? Nothing new? Public comment? Anybody on the board have a comment?
I did.
Okay.
I was going to thank Mr. Wolf for giving me a crash course in Water Department Finance.
Well.
Thank you for that hour spent. Or was it a half hour? But anyway, I learned a lot. I took 4 pages of notes.
Type them up.
I should and give them to him.
Give us a report.
Yeah.
It was very informative. I just had to do that. I'm not a financial person. So it was really good. Thank you.
All right. And we'd like to welcome our new board member, Davis Bush.
Thank you.
Welcome, Davis.
That's, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else.
I second.
Motion second, we adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.